All right, good morning. Glad you made it to the right meeting. It's Wednesday. So basically, we're going to have an exam on 2.1 through 2.5. So I have not taught 2.5 yet, but what I want to do today is I want to do a very structured review with you. So you'll be working in your Math Wizard teams, but you'll also be working closely with me. The reason why we're doing this today is because I'm not happy with the way we're working in the teams. Now, my sophomores are, it's amazing. They're collaborating, they're talking, they're working through the problems. They're, we're solving a lot of different issues in the teams. With you guys, though, we need to practice communicating. Now, I think I mentioned this before, but the number one complaint of college graduates with the companies and the corporations are saying that students cannot communicate. So that's the number one complaint with college graduates, is that the students cannot communicate their thoughts. So yeah, they're not saying anything about the students' intelligence. They're not talking about the work. They're saying the number one thing is they can't talk. And so today, because I'm going to be doing something very structured and very timely, I need you guys to be able to work together. If you don't work together, it's just not going to work. So you're going to see how it's going to fail. So the thing is that unless you're going to be an entrepreneur, which very few people are, you're going to be working somewhere, and you're going to be working in teams. So you may not like the people you're working with. You may not agree with the people you're working with. They may have a great work ethic, a poor work ethic, but you're going to be forced to work with them. And you're going to have to produce things that are going to be required of the team. And so this is just good practice for real life. So I'm telling you, we're practicing for real life because unless you're independently wealthy, you're going to have to work somewhere. And you're going to have to be able to work with people, and you are going to have to be able to talk. There's a lot of people I work with, in all honesty, that I don't particularly care for. But I have to work with them, and they do not know that I don't particularly care for them, but I do have to work with them, and I have to be professional with them. So we're going to practice talking today. I need you, if you're quiet, I need you to practice talking. Okay? All right. So in the last lesson that I taught, you have to know what you're doing to do 2.5. So I'm not teaching 2.5. I'm going to teach it tomorrow. But you need to know how to do long division. You need to know how to do division with synthetic division. You need to know how to, what were the two other things we did? Oh, we evaluated by using synthetic substitution, and we solved by using that synthetic substitution stuff. You have to know how to do those four things. If you don't, you're not going to be able to do 2.5. All right, so this is what we're going to do today. So I'm going to leave it up to you, and we're not doing anything on the online. We're focusing on the problems in the book, and you're going to give me a problem, and then we're going to go to the teams. I'm going to give you so much time to do it, and then we're going to come back and make sure you did it correctly. Okay? Okay, so we're going to actually kind of have a contest. So I'm going to keep track of, which teams got the problems right. So I'm going to keep a score here. So in period 1, we have 3 teams. We have team 1, team 2, and team 3. And we're using the honor system. So when I ask you, did you get the problem right? You're going to say yes or no, and I'm just going to keep score just for fun. Okay? I wish I could say whoever wins gets $1 million. Wouldn't that be cool? Whoever wins gets $1 million. Then you would definitely be talking, right? All right. So anyhow, all right. So you got to pay attention. You have to be able to go back and forth from WebEx to the Math Wizard team, WebEx to the Math Wizard teams, because I'm going to be working closely with you. All right. So let's just focus on the last thing I taught, which was lesson 2.4. Okay. All right. Now, which problem or what question do you have? And I'm going to pick a problem for us to work. So So you see the different sections here on page 363. You see problems 1 through 32. You see problems 33 through 40. You see the other problems below where you're solving. All right, so somebody speak up and tell me, what problem do you want to do? What section? Do you want to divide using long division? Do you want to divide using synthetic division? Do you want to evaluate or do you want to solve?
Divide using synthetic division.
Okay. Okay, so listen, everybody and the teams, we are going to divide using synthetic division. I'm going to put a problem on the board, and then you're going to go to your Math Wizard teams, and I'm going to give you a time limit to do it. All right, so here we go. All right, you guys, we're going to do problem number 22. So problem number 22 on 363. Okay, it's 9:36 right now. I'm going to give you until 9. I'll make this one a little bit longer. I'm going to give you till 9:45. Okay, if you finish before then, go ahead and work another problem, and see if you can do that. But don't just sit idle, otherwise we're just wasting time. So on page 363, problem 22, I'll see you in your teams. I'll see you back here. What did I say? 9:45. So report back here at 9:45. Okay, we're back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. One of my students from last year, Precalculus, contacted me a couple days ago. She's in college now. She's taking a class at Valley College, and she actually failed my Precalculus class. But she said, Ms. Birch, I miss you. I'm taking this class. The teacher's not teaching. I wish I had listened to you. I wish I had kept your notes. And so remember, I'm trying to prepare you for real life. I'm trying to prepare you for anything that you have to do in the future. So I'm going to run today. I'm going to be on time, and I'm going to run things along. So stay caught up. Okay. This is going to be a very good review if you do what I'm telling you to do. Okay. I want the teams working together. If you don't work together, it's just going to be a big chaotic mess. So anyhow, you got to work together. You got to go where I tell you. You got to come back when I tell you. And now we're looking at this problem. When I'm done, I'll ask the teams if you got it right or not. So if you read the directions, it says divide using synthetic division. That means our answer has to look like a quotient plus the remainder over the divisor. So here we go. What makes this 0? A 2. And you write down the coefficients, 5, -6, 3, and 11. If something's missing, then you put a 0 as a placeholder. Bring the 5 down. Multiply and add, multiply 8 and add, multiply 22 and add. So your answer is this depressed polynomial. So we have the cube, so this would be 5x squared plus 4x plus 11 plus the remainder over the divisor. Now, I'm going to check my book to make sure I didn't make an error. And that is the correct answer. Team 1, did you get the right answer?
Yeah.
Team 2, did you get the right answer?
Yes.
Team 3, did you get the right answer?
No.
Okay. All right, so here we go with the next problem. Anybody want to pick a problem? So we just did division using synthetic division. We could do another one like that if you like, or we could do another section, but we're looking at 2.4 right now. So give me another part of 2.4. Do you want to do long division, synthetic division? Do you want to evaluate or do you want to solve?
Wait, Ms. Birch, which one was more on the quiz?
They're all on the quiz. So there's at least one problem from every section on the test.
Can we do a evaluate problem?
Hold on just a second. Edwin, go ahead.
Oh, I said, can we do an evaluate problem?
Evaluate. Okay, so look on page 364. Those are problems 33 through 40. Okay, 33 through 40. Okay, now, what does evaluate mean, class?
Find the number.
Find a number. Okay, so we're going to do problem number 38. And what you're going to do, the directions say use synthetic division, which is really called synthetic substitution, and the remainder theorem to evaluate. Now you're going to have less time this time. It's 9:49. You have to be back at 9:55. So go ahead and go. I'll see you back here at 9:55. Number 38. See you back here at 9:55. All right, and we're back. All right, just a couple things. First of all, if you committed to showing your face, I'm pretty much on the edge with that. So if you committed to showing your face, keep your commitment. I am making phone calls home because I want to talk to the parents to find out, do you know that your son or daughter is not doing what I want? I want to know what's going on. So I'm just preparing you for that. So those phone calls I have more free time now. So the second thing is if you're not working together, you don't have the option of getting a point. So if I go in and you're not working together, you're working separately, you don't have the option of getting a point. All right, so here we go. So the directions say.
Can I talk to you after class?
Sure. So the directions say use synthetic division and the remainder theorem to find the indicated function value. Now, find the function value means evaluate. Okay, so find the function value means evaluate, and evaluate means find a number. So here we go. So you're going to put 2 in the box, and you're going to write down the coefficients, make sure they're all there, a 1, a -5, a 5, a 1, and a -6. What do you do if a power's missing?
Write a 0.
Put a 0.
Put a 0 in. Put a 0 in. Okay, so here we go. So you bring down the 1 and multiply and get a 2. You add, get -3. Multiply and get -6. Add and get -1. Multiply and get -2. Add and get -1. Multiply and get -2. Get -8. So something's not right.
Miss Birch, the x was actually supposed to be a 5x.
Oh, okay, right here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so if you don't write the problem down right, of course you're not gonna get the right answer. Let's try it again. Thank you. So it'd be -5, 5, 5, and -6. Okay, let me try it again. Bring down the 1, multiply, add. Multiply 2 times -3 is -6. Add would be -1. Multiply 2 times -1 is -2. Add and get 3. Multiply and get 6 and add and you get 0. So remember the remainder theorem says that this is the answer. So what you would write, you would say, when we evaluate x equals 2, the answer, or y, is 0. All right, now everybody's eligible for a point. So team number 1, did you do it right?
Yeah.
All right, team number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, how about team number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Wait, first, I can use the other methods too, right? Because I used a different one and I still got 0.
That's cheating. Hey, Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the answer. Yes, you can do that, except right now, I'm trying to see if you know how to do this method.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
So
point.
listen, so when you leave me, when you're outside of class, when you're taking the do whatever you want. But right now, I'm trying to make sure that you understand how to do this. Okay?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. So good job for knowing the other method. We just want to make sure we know how to do this method. Okay, now so far we've done synthetic division. We've done evaluating using synthetic substitution. And we can, if you want more work on these, you can repeat, but what are we going to do now, guys?
Solving.
Okay. Now, this is what's going to lead up to 2.5. So it is critical that you know how to do this. If you cannot do this, you're not going to be able to do 2.5. So we want to make absolutely sure that you know how to do this. Okay? All right. Now, let me just review really quick what you need to do. You're going to do synthetic substitution, all right, and you should get a remainder of 0. I want you to write a product of factors, and when you do that, you're going to have to factor. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to break the polynomial down so we can solve it. Because solve means find x, right? All right, so here we go. Let's do a problem that's in your lesson. Problem number, let's do 43. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of time for this, and I want you to make sure everyone in your group knows how to do it. So I'm going to see you back here at 10:10. Okay, problem number 43. I'll see you back here in 10 minutes. All right? Okay, call me in there if you need me. All right, did we make it back? Good. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Okay, now remember today we don't have 80 minutes today, we only have 45 minutes, so it's only half the time. Now we've gone over this, so make sure you do the assignment right away while it's still fresh in your mind. Okay, so let's take a look at this, and where everybody had problems with was the factoring. All right, so let's take a look at this. What do you put in the box? 2 is a root, 2 is a 0, 2 is a solution, 2 is an answer, right? So this is going to be what? 2, -5, 1, and 2. And the factor theorem says that if this is a root, it means x minus 2 is a factor, and you can write a product of factors. So here we go. Bring down the 2, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and sure enough, and we knew it was going to be that because they said it was an answer. Okay, now we write the product of factors. So if this is a root, x minus 2 is an answer, is a factor. This depressed polynomial is also a factor, 2x squared minus x minus 1, and we set it equal to 0. That's not that 0. Now, this is factoring method 6. So with factoring method 6, remember you have to multiply to get what?
Negative.
A -2, right? And add to get a
-1.
-1. So it's 1 times 2, where the 2 is negative. And I think Gift asked me the other day, could the factors be different? No. If you only have 2 factors, they're these 2 factors. So what you do is you bring out down the 2x squared and the -1, and you put these factors in with the variable. So this would be -2x and a +1x, and I put them in that order because they go together better like that. So now you do grouping and you do a GCF. So what's common in these two would be a 2x. 2x times what is that? X. 2x times what is that? -1. And over here, there's nothing to bring out. So when there's nothing to bring out, you have to bring out a 1. So 1 times what is that? 1 times what is that? And those cake layers have to match. So what you have here is 2x plus 1 times x minus 1. Do not do this in line with your work. Come back here and write out the product of factors. You guys see this? So this would be 2x plus 1, x minus 1, and now you can write your solutions. Now, see this power? Your solutions always match that power. So if it's a power of 3, you have 3 solutions. If it's a power of 7, you have 7 solutions. All right, here we go. Now, yesterday we were practicing guessing. So what does this have to be to get a 0?
2.
What does this have to be to get a 0? Negative what?
1/2.
And what does this have to be to get a 0?
Positive 1.
Positive 1. Now, class is almost over today, but we did have a good review of the methods. Team 1, did you guys get this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Team 2, did you get this?
Yeah.
Team 3, were you able to get this?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, well, we have a tie then. We have a tie with Team 1 and Team 2. All right, so give yourself a hand. Good job, guys. All right, well, if you have any questions, make sure you have them ready for me tomorrow. Okay, because I'm gonna want to teach 2.5.
Wait, Miss.
All right.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Like, can you move to the left a little bit? So you get this problem. So you see the -2 and the -1, the ones that multiply to and add.
Yeah.
So that you just put it down, right? To the 2x
Yeah.
minus 2x. Okay.
Okay, exactly. I took those numbers and I just put the variable with them. So I put the -2 with the 2. I put the -2 with the 2, and I put the 1 with the -1, and I just put the variable with them. So those two numbers are the factors that go in the middle, and you're always going to do this grouping.
Thank you, Ms. Birch.
got
Okay,
it.
yeah. I see it now. I see it.
All right, you guys keep asking questions, good questions. I'll see you guys. Have a great day, okay? Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Gift. Bye, guys.